Hi everyone, we're going to determine whether each quadratic function has a minimum or maximum value, then find the minimum or maximum value. Basically, the minimum or maximum value is the vertex. So whatever the vertex of this is. If it opens down, so if A is absolute value of A, or if A is negative, then we're going to have a max, because this is at the top here, and it opens down. It's like your hand's going down. If it opens up, that means if A is positive, then it has a minimum value. And then we just find the vertex using negative b over 2a and f of negative b over 2a. And that's all we're going to do. So we've got 9 examples here, and so I'm going to go this quickly. In this equation, we have a is positive because that's a 1, or we don't have a negative there. So this has a minimum value. This opens up a minimum value, and all we have to do is find the vertex. So basically, if you want to rewrite this as x squared plus 0x minus 6, because we don't have a x. So it's going to be x equals negative b over 2a. Now, when you plug that in, you're going to get 0 over 2, which is 0. So when our x is 0, and you plug 0 back in, you get y is negative 6. That looks like a b, but that's a 6. So it has a minimum value. That's what we asked for. You have to answer that. And it occurs at 0, negative 6. And when they're in this form, all you have to do is pick up the y-intercept there. So here's another one. This is negative, so our a is negative. So this means it has a maximum value. And then we just find the vertex. And the vertex, since this is of this form, it's going to happen again. We're going to get 0 over something. So it occurs at 0, 7, which is basically the y-intercept there. So I'll just go ahead and do this. So x equals negative b over 2a. There is no b. So that's going to be 0 over negative 10, which equals 0. You plug that back in and you get 7. Okay, in this case we do have a b, but we don't have a c. Our c is 0. So it is positive here, so this means it has a minimum value. And we just have to find the vertex to see where that minimum value occurs. So our x is negative b over 2a. B is 32, so it's negative 32 over 2a. And this is going to be negative 32 over 16, which is negative 2. So my x value is negative 2. To find the y value of the vertex, you plug that in. So you're going to plug in for f of negative 2 equals 4 times negative 2 squared plus 32 times negative 2. All right, so this equals 4. 4 times 4 is 16 minus 64. And so what is that? 64 minus 16. That's going to be, if it's 20, it's negative 44. So it's going to be negative 48. So negative 48 is where that would occur. All right, so the minimum value at negative 2, negative 48. All right, here's one that has a negative, so that means it has a maximum value. It does have an A, B, and C, so we just need to find out where that maximum value occurs, i.e. where's the vertex. So x equals negative b over 2 times negative a, which is negative 12 over negative 6, which equals 2. Now just plug 2 in here and you get negative 3. So we're doing f of 2. So equals 3 times 2 squared plus 12 times 2 minus 20. Do this part first. So that's going to be negative 4 times negative 3 is negative 12 plus 24 minus 20. So I'll do this part first. So that's negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8. So it occurs at our vertex, our maximum value is at 2, negative 8. Okay, here's one. This has a minimum value because A is positive. And we're going to find our x component, which is negative 7 over 2. So negative 7 over 2. And we have to find the y component. So it's going to be f of negative 7 halves equals negative 7 halves squared plus 7 times negative 7 halves plus 8. I'm doing this without a calculator. It's 49 over 4 minus 49 over 2 plus 8. Now, my common denominator is 4, so we have 49 over 4 minus 98 over 4 plus 32 over 4. I just had the common denominator. So this is negative, I'm going to move it over here. Negative 49 over 4 plus 32 over 4. And that's going to give us negative 17 over 4. All right, so you might want to check with the calculator. I do make mistakes sometimes, so. All right, next one. This has a maximum value because my A is negative right there. And I'm going to find my x is negative b, which is negative 1. So this is, put a 1 there if you want. Over 2 times negative 2. Since I have 3 negatives, I know my answer is negative, and this is going to be 1/4. So it occurs that where x is negative 1/4, and then I have to plug in negative 1/4. So f of negative 1/4 equals negative 2 times negative 1/4 squared minus a negative 1/4 plus 10. So this is negative 2 times 1 over 16 plus 1/4 plus 10, which is negative 2 over 16 plus 1/4 plus 10. Oh, what did I write so big? Okay, so this is negative 1/8 here. So let me move it over here. Negative 1/8 plus 1/4 plus 10. My common denominator is 8, so I get negative 1/8 plus 2/8 plus 80 over 8, which gives me 81 over 8. Right? Yeah, 81 over 8. I'm just glad we don't have to graph these. All right. And move on. Now, it has a minimum value because A is positive. A is positive. That's how you write it. And to find x, that's negative b, which is negative 2 over 2 times 1/2, 2a. So that's just going to be 2 negatives make a positive. 2 times 1/2 is 1, so it's just going to be positive 2. Hopefully this will be an easier one. So now we just have to plug in 2. F of 2 equals 1/2 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2 plus 5. I have to square it first. That's 4. Half of 4 is 2 minus 4 plus 5. So we get 7 minus 4 is 7. And that's that on that one. Has a minimum value and occurs at 2, 7. Okay, this one it's getting a little harder. These fractions, this is going to have a maximum, I'm going to change colors. I'm trying to purple. Maximum value. And we need to find where that occurs at, which is at the vertex. So this is going to be negative b over x equals negative b over 2a, which is negative 9 over 2 times negative 3/8. Alright, so this equals negative 9 over negative 6/8, which two negatives make a positive, so this is going to be 9 over 3/4. And basically, when you see something like this is like saying 9 divided by 3/4, which is the same as 9 times 4 over 3. Remember in 4th or 5th grade when you did that? It's over 1. So the 3 goes into 9 3 times 4 is 12. So I'm going to plug in 12 there. Now I have to plug all this in, so I'm going to do f of 12 equals negative 3/8 times 12 squared plus 9 times 12. Again, I'm doing this in my head. So it's negative 3 times 144 plus 108. Yeah, 108. All right, does 8 go into 144? 12, 14. So maybe I should get the calculator out. Let's see. Then we get the calculator out because I don't want to make a mistake on this. Let me see if 144. 144 divided by 8. Yay, it's 18. So this goes in to this 18 times. So you have negative 3 times 18 plus 108. So negative 3 plus 108 is going to be 54. So this equals 54. All right. So it has a maximum value at 12, 54. The last one I have is this one. This one opens up because A is positive. So it has a minimum value. And let's find out where that occurs, at the vertex. And so that's going to be x equals negative b over 2 times 1/4, which equals negative 7 over 1/2, which equals negative 14. So I'm going to put negative 14 here. And then, why do I keep using purple? So now I'm going to plug in negative 14. And we get 1/4 times negative 14 squared plus 7 times negative 14 plus 11. So we get negative 14 squared is 196. So 1/4 times 196 minus 7 times 14 is 98 plus 11. So negative 98 plus 11 plus 196 divided by 4. And you get negative 38. So that's your minimum value at negative 14, negative 8. Okay, the next thing we're going to do on the next video is graph quadratic functions that are in intercept form. And I hope you all have a nice day.